Hello guys, come let me introduce you to a game called Rubet where you can play and make money at the comfort of your home. All you have to do is to click the link on my bio and also the link on my story. Get registered. And the fun part is you can stake any amount of your choice.
Imagine opening your phone and seeing news you were not prepared for. Someone whose face made you smile, someone whose videos brought laughter into your daily routine is suddenly gone. That is the reality many people faced when they learned that Esther Thomas, widely known as Sunshine, had passed away. Sunshine was a Nigerian influencer whose comedy skits filled timelines with joy. Her laughter felt familiar, her presence felt constant, and then, without warning, her story came to an end. On January 9th, 2026, her family shared the heartbreaking news that she was no longer here. The announcement sent shock through her community. Friends, fellow creators, and fans struggled to understand how someone so full of life could be gone so suddenly. Messages of grief and disbelief poured in, each one reflecting the same question that lingered in the air. What happened to Sunshine? To understand that question, it helps to first understand who she was. Esther Thomas, also known as Sunshine, did not build her platform by trying to impress people. She built it by being herself. Her skits were based on everyday life, on small moments people recognized immediately. She used simple humor, expressive reactions, and natural timing. Watching her felt easy. It felt comforting. It felt like laughing with someone you knew. Over time, Sunshine built a large and loyal audience. She grew to more than 500,000 followers across Instagram and Facebook, with tens of thousands more following her on TikTok. Those numbers did not come from chasing trends or forcing content. They came from consistency, personality, and the way her videos made people feel. People followed her because she felt real. Sunshine was also known for working closely with other Nigerian creators. Her collaborations felt natural and joyful, like friends sharing space rather than performers chasing views. She lifted others up, shared the spotlight easily, and brought warmth into every video she appeared in. To her fans, Sunshine was more than entertainment. She was a break from stress. She was a moment of laughter in the middle of a hard day. She was the video someone watched when they needed to smile but did not know how to ask for it. Many people said her content helped them feel less alone. Beyond social media, Sunshine was a daughter, a sister, and a friend. She was someone people checked on and someone who checked on others. The joy she shared online did not come from pretending life was perfect. It came from choosing to bring light anyway.
Some of us when they see say we dey shine today. Sometimes e not day. Now because our mentality already packaged, the way we not get to go dress fine. We'll look good. Dress the way you want to be addressed. You not get your day, not class.
Near the end of December 2025, while the world was preparing to welcome a new year, something was quietly going wrong in Sunshine's body. Around December 28, 2025, she began complaining of stomach pain that at first did not seem like an emergency, the kind of discomfort many people, especially women, are often expected to endure and push through. But the pain did not fade. Instead, it grew stronger and harder to ignore, and by January 1st, 2026, it had become serious enough that she was taken to Orca General Hospital. Scans revealed that Sunshine had uterine fibroids and that one had grown very large, a condition that, while not cancerous, can cause severe pain and complications. She was given pain medication, but unknown to her family, an ongoing doctor's strike meant she was not receiving consistent medical attention, leaving her waiting as days passed with little improvement and growing concern. Seeing that her condition was not improving and fearing the danger of further delay, her close friend and fellow content creator, Chidera Madu, made the decision on January 2nd to use the existing scan results to transfer her to another hospital where doctors were available to act immediately. At the second hospital, doctors confirmed the severity of the fibroid and explained that surgery was the best option, as medication was no longer sufficient. Sunshine went into surgery surrounded by hope, and doctors later said the procedure itself was successful, bringing a brief sense of relief that the worst might be over and that she would soon return to her life, her work, and her plans. However, complications developed soon after the operation, and although the exact details were not fully made public, her condition deteriorated rapidly despite medical efforts. On January 9th, 2026, Sunshine passed away, leaving behind shock, grief, and disbelief that someone so full of life, who had been creating and laughing just days earlier, could be gone so suddenly. The day after her death, Sunshine's family shared a statement on her Instagram page. Their words were raw, painful, and heavy with grief. Greetings. We, the family of Esther Thomas, also know as Sunshine. With pain in our heart, we regret to announce the sudden demise of our beloved sister and daughter Esther Thomas, who suddenly passed away on the 9th of January 2026 after an unsuccessful surgery. The statement continued. She had a fibroid and was operated on so she couldn't make it, so we are trying to put things in place so we could put her to rest. There were no long explanations, no extra details, just the heartbreak of a family forced to say goodbye far too soon. As the news of her death spread, social media filled with messages from fans sharing their heartbreak and love for Sunshine, many of whom had never met her in person, writing about how her videos helped them laugh during hard times, while friends spoke about conversations they had just days earlier, and fellow creators shared their shock and sadness, struggling to accept that someone so present could be gone. As the grief poured in, confusion followed closely behind it, and for some people the loss felt too sudden to easily accept, leading to questions in comment sections and online conversations about the circumstances surrounding her death, with people sharing opinions and arguing over what they believed really happened. Some said they did not believe fibroids could cause death. Others questioned how someone with a flat stomach could have a large fibroid, while a few shared personal stories of surviving fibroid surgeries, and others suggested the surgery must have been something else entirely, using words like Brazilian butt lift, wrong diagnosis, and cover up. At the same time, there were voices pushing back, reminding people that fibroids do not always show externally, that women can carry large fibroids without a visible stomach, and that surgery, especially fibroid surgery, can be risky even when done properly, with some sharing near-death experiences involving heavy bleeding and serious complications. As the debate grew louder, it became clear that many people were not just questioning the cause of death, but struggling to accept it. Because when a loss feels sudden and unfair, the mind searches for explanations that feel easier than the reality that life can end quickly, even during a medical procedure meant to help. What remained consistent, however, was the official information shared by Sunshine's family and those closest to her, who stated that she had fibroids, underwent surgery, and developed complications, with no further verified medical details released. In moments like this, speculation can replace facts, and grief can turn into noise. But behind every comment, whether kind or cruel, was the same truth. A young woman had died, a family was grieving, and a life had ended. And while strangers debated online, the people who truly knew Sunshine were left with something far heavier than unanswered questions. They were left with her absence, along with the legacy she leaves behind in moments of joy, shared laughter, and the reminder that people seen online are real, with real bodies, real pain, and real lives, and that her story is not only about death, but about how quickly things can change, how pain should never be ignored, and how fragile life can be, even for those who seem full of light. In the end, Sunshine's story asks us to slow down and listen more closely, to pain, to warning signs, and to the people around us who may be struggling quietly. It reminds us that laughter does not cancel suffering, and that even the brightest people can be fighting battles we cannot see. Sunshine gave joy freely, without knowing who needed it most, and that gift still matters. Even now, her laughter echoes through the videos she left behind and through the hearts of the people who loved her. She may be gone, but the light she shared did not disappear with her. It stays softly in every smile she inspires. Rest in peace, Sunshine. Your joy mattered, your life mattered, and you will be remembered.